Hey, what's up everybody? Got another whiskey review for you guys. This one is Balblair 12-year-old. It's another 46% alcohol by volume whiskey. Non-chill filtered, and I don't know what the UC on the label is supposed to mean. I don't know if that's NC for natural color or if it's supposed to mean something else because it looks like a U. Or maybe I'm not sure exactly. Maybe Donner Pass can help me because obviously this is another sample that Donner Pass Whiskey sent me. But only thing I could find on Google, I looked it up, is uncut, which means like barrel proof. But I doubt this is a barrel proof whiskey because it's only 46%. But yeah, so in it, obviously I'm a little intoxicated for this one. The whiskey hit me a little harder than I thought. It's been a little bit since I drank it, but it's working its way through. What I ate apparently just was not filling enough. It hit me kind of quick, but so I clean my glass every time, though, just as a heads up, so I'm not getting much from the previous whiskey, at least, than I do that, at least. But yeah, so we'll get into this here. Obviously, again, no bottle to show, which is kind of a shame, but nonetheless, the fact that we have been given the opportunity to try these things is quite incredible. This time it did not separate. Yeah, again, I'll pour it here and hopefully not spill too much. It just, the way that they're filled is a little... Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. Yeah. That was much, much better. I need a little bit more. Not quite to where I want to be. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice drink. Okay. Just a little short of 50 mils, which is where I'm keeping it at. So that way I can get close to, closer to 3 divisions per sample. Alright. And once again, just like the previous one, being non-chill filtered, it is very light color. Not bad at all. Yeah, that shows up on camera. You can see how light that is. Very light gold color. Looks like the old golden iPhone, kinda like the whatever the iPhone 6 gold. You go, yeah, that one. A little. It shows up a little bit darker, but you can kind of get the sense of what we're dealing with here. Now this time I am going to nose it a little more intensely. I am going to put another drop of water into it as it was recommended to me. Just again like just one drop, so it's not like a huge, it's not diluting it too much, just a little singular drop of water. But I will nose it here first as well. Very strong burn on the nose. Yeah, definitely. That's immediately noticeable. Lots of vanilla. A lot of burn, wow. A lot of vanilla. A little bit of like... Just a lot of vanilla. A little bit of like a freshly cut lemon, freshly cut oranges maybe as well. Celery. A little bit of a vegetable scent. Yeah, nice hints of celery on it. That's a new one. Cookie dough, maybe. Yeah. A little bit of that. White chocolate. Pears. Not too bad on the nose. So it's not my nose apparently that's messed up from the previous one. Alright, so let me do my little drop. Fucking making a mess with the water. Man. Yeah, And a good fucking... Alright. A little too much poured there. At least it's just water. That's no big deal. Alright, there. Okay, yeah, that's just a... Yeah, perfect. Okay. Can sip the rest up. I'm in a good place, though. I'm in a good state of mind overall. Just relaxed. Definitely a little intoxicated. There's just no denying it. I'm not gonna hide that fact. It is what it is. It's a byproduct of drinking. I don't necessarily love being like wasted, but this is a pretty comfortable spot to be. A lot of pears now. Wow, a lot of pears. Lemon. Hazelnut. Definitely changed it a little bit here. Less burn. And I didn't do more than a little bit of water, for what it's worth. I spilled a little bit, but I didn't put much in the whiskey. Not at all. Not at all. What is that? That is a good question. What the hell is that? Cinnamon, a little bit. Toffee. Maybe a little bit of wood. A little bit. This is apparently an ex-bourbon whiskey, aged in ex-bourbon casks. But yeah, Balblair 12 years old. I'll be curious to see, like, because I don't remember for sure what the oldest whiskey in this. I think it might be a 13-year-old that I just tried. But I'm curious to try older whiskeys. Like, I know there's like a Lafroig 25. That's pretty damn old. I don't know if you get much older than that. But carrots, well, a lot of like more earthy vegetable type notes. Green beans, maybe. Yeah. Fresh cut celery. Just like on a cutting board, just perfectly ripe smell. There is still some burn on this nose. I know I'm taking a while nosing it, but I'm getting a good bit. There's some fruitiness here too. I'm getting a lot of pears, maybe some like green apple. Like not quite natural green apple, but more like you're talking like, you know, you can get green apple type perfumes, that sort of smell, like where it's obviously artificial, but smells more like a green apple than a green apple. Kind of like I always liked Snapple apple. It tastes more like an apple than a real apple. That stuff is good, but damn, there's so much sugar in it. I don't really drink it that much for that reason. I've had the version of it that's got no sugar. It's not the same thing, though. I don't like aspartame at all, though. A lot of pears. Slight bit of citrus. Not much, but just a little hint. But not bad. Alright, so... Okay, they worked pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Spice. A lot of spice. It's pretty, actually. It is pretty hot. Pretty. It's more heat than just outright like alcoholic bitterness. That even made my eyes water a little bit. Wow. Definitely a lot of spice. Decent. I'm getting a lot of fruit, a lot of pineapple on the finish. Maybe a bit of peach. Yeah. That burned a little bit. Definitely did. Had some heat to it. Had a little bit of kick. Yeah. Man. On the, I didn't have that wasn't a huge sip, but it doesn't seem as smooth. A little bit of a rougher finish in your mouth. It's not as smooth as the Craigellachie that I just tried. That was like fucking calcium, big time. Yeah, this. I really overdid my hand when I was getting the water. Wow, I almost got a slight sip of whiskey in that. It's so. It lingers in your mouth, big time. Relatively small pour, but it didn't coat the mouth like too much just on the tongue. Yeah, I didn't get like a whole hell of a lot of coating, but not terrible. You know, I definitely need to take another sip. Oh, in terms of legs, yeah, there's really no legs. Really not. Well, a little bit, a little tiny bit, but not much. I would assume. Again, I'm not sure. I actually haven't done like a whole hell of a lot of research on some of these things. And, yeah, so I'm not sure exactly, but I think that having it be non-chilled filtered does affect the legs. I think it has something to do with that, or the coloring. I'm not sure exactly where the legs come from. Again, if anybody, please enlighten me in the comments about any of these things. I would be very obviously interested in learning for my own sake, because it will help me along on my journey here. But yeah, again, I'm impressed. These ones here that I've tried, they are way lighter than the other ones. Carrots. Definitely a lot of spice presence. I don't know my spices super well, so I can't. That was a pretty good sip. That was a large sip. Decent coating of the tongue. A lot of spiciness. A lot of grain. Kind of like bready notes. A little bit of that kind of raw cookie dough type note. Wait a second here. Just a lot of spice. I'm getting a lot of spice. I'm not getting a whole hell of a lot other than that. I'm getting a little bit of fruitiness. I think it might be the pears coming through. A little bit of orange, but I think it's pears more than orange, definitely. That green apple, like I say, it's just this really spicy kick. A little bit of peach, I think. Yeah, it almost has that, like, if you guys have been around for long enough, if you remember fucking Ben RT, the little goofy thing I did for a little bit where I reviewed some teas just as kind of like a joke. Kind of reminds me of the Snapple peach tea with that kick to it. Yeah, Ben RT. You remember that Benito yacht channel would always correct me? Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's just so much spice presence. It's almost like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I love fucking Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I might do a video where I review Flamin' Hot Cheetos, like the one bit with eating the sandwich with the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I mean, I don't know. I get a lot of that impression though. But more natural spice, because obviously when they put it on fucking Cheerios, it's fairly artificial. That just heat. But you get some of that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to revisit this. Obviously, I have a nice bit left. Again, thank you so much, Donner Pass Whiskey, for the generous samples, because this is really going to give me a nice opportunity to try these things. But yeah, and another thing, like in the terms of, I'm 16 minutes in, I still have a sip left, maybe some more impressions after that. I'm trying to keep these videos under 25 minutes. Let me know in terms of like if it really matters how long they are. Of course, past 25 minutes I think gets a little ridiculous, especially when I'm only reviewing one whiskey in a video. But I like to take time. I've always liked to just take my time and think things through. I'm a very deliberate person overall. As you can tell, if you look at a lot of my videos are pretty damn long. But yeah. So I am definitely feeling it, guys. But yeah. A little bit of wood. Reminds me of an old cigarette box that my grandparents had, actually. Just let a bit of that on the nose. Alright, take my final sip here. Hope maybe the final sip. A lot of spice. That is definitely strong. There was definitely some burn from that. It's spicy, a little woody, I would say. A little bit of, I don't know, it's hard to say. There's a little tiny bit left in my glass, like a little bit. But I'm just getting a lot of intense spice, a lot of burn from that. It's not super sweet. There's just a little bit of pear and green apple. There's a little bit of sweetness that comes from that, I think, but not a whole hell of a lot. It's definitely not a sweet whiskey in the slightest. It's really not. Let's see here. That last little bit. I got a little bit of something there. Maybe some honey. Maybe a little bit of honey. Just a little bit, but not like a whole hell of a lot. Just on the finish, just a little bit of honey. Again, you get that nice finished wood type smell, or taste rather. Yeah. See, this is my last dram of the night. There's no question. I'm not going to do another one. I'm trying to take my time. Again, I don't know how often these are going to be, but just whenever I have a chance to sit down and do them. Because I filmed the last video a couple days before it came out, so it's like 5 days ago now that I did that. I like to kind of, because I had that other video, that fucking XP Tower video out, so I didn't want to put two videos up at the same time. But a little bit of vegetable, a little like carrots, a little bit. Just a lot of spice, a lot. Really a strong hit of spice. Wow. It's very spicy. Get some notes of, again, like pears, green apples, a little bit of fruitiness, not too much. It really is more spicy than sweet. It is. Getting a lot of that on the aftertaste too. Like a good spicy meal. Just a lot of heat. A lot of heat. A lot. Man, it's I don't know if I'd even call it bitter, but it's intense. It's definitely intense. So, if you don't like that, I wouldn't recommend this. If you like kick and spice, try this. Again, just, man, I don't know. It's, in terms of the way it feels in the mouth, it's a little sharp, but not super. It's fairly smooth, but not like that milk kind of consistency where it's like that thick feel. It's not quite there. But the sweetness is just, yeah. But 21 minutes basically. I mean, I would like to go on because it's kind of amusing to me making a video in this state because I'm getting even more intoxicated, so I'm definitely done. But yeah, not bad. Not too bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy a bottle. I have to try the rest of the samples, certainly, but personally, I don't like the super strong, like, bitter whiskeys. It just... That would be where, again, if you were taking shots, like, that would really kick your ass. There's no question. Just that hardness of that. That would really be a lot. But if you're into the spice, go for it. I wouldn't say I'm huge on that. I like the notes I'm getting in terms of the green apple and the pears and a little bit of like caramel and wood. There are good things underneath, but it's really spicy. It's just really spicy. So, yeah, I don't know. Just a lot of spice. So, that's basically my impressions. I am just really fucking... I'm good to go. So, that's enough for me. I'm fucking out of it. I'm definitely at the point where I'm basically drunk. I have to try to eat something, drink some more water, certainly, then I'll be off to bed. My tolerance level isn't huge, which is no surprise because I don't drink much, and I'm fucking, obviously, I'm super skinny. Just is what it is, unfortunately, with me. But, so it does hit me decently, quickly, and easily. I can drink beer without getting completely hammered, but, this at 46% is a little strong. I'm surprised that Wild Turkey didn't fucking annihilate me with 51 or whatever it was, 50.5. But I think just the right confluence of the fact that what I ate wasn't super filling, and then two 46%ers back to back. Yeah, I'm sloshed almost. No, I'm not quite there, but I'm at the point where, yeah. So anyway, Balblair 12. I would recommend it if you like spiciness, if you enjoy hot foods. This would be a good pairing with some spicy food if you're in that kind of mood. Definitely. Flamin' Hot Cheetos maybe. I gotta get myself a bag of those. But yeah, there you guys go. So, hope y'all enjoyed it, and catch you guys later. Definitely my last review for the night. So, see you guys next time.